Here's the grid. It's going to be on screen for you now, and it's going to be the cadets, of course, and David will talk us through it.
Yeah, race 1 winner Oliver Buckton will start on pole position alongside Alexander Mallard on the who finished second. Harry Berryman, who made up some places last time out, will start against alongside first heat pole sitter David Mack on the second row. Jared Fox-Whiteley and Gracie Mitchell will line up alongside each other on the third row with Catherine Potter and Ollie Paul, who was shown as with the O plate, but I think you'll see that he's running number 49 in 8th. Maxima Shields and Bella Franklin is completes your top 10. We've got Reese Penniston alongside Frankie Smedley, 11th and 12th, with Jacob Giblett-Lee and Oliver Meek, 13th and 14th. William Robinson in 15th with Finley Fishburne and Lindsay Mentier rounding out your grid for the Heat 2 of the cadets here at Teesside.
Yeah, they're a bit small for that, I think. But you never know. One day, but not yet. Well, they're going to line up, and then we're going to have the race start, standing starts for our cadets, as for our juniors, and for our seniors as well in the Pro Kart class. It's the 2-stroke where we have the rolling start and we go straight through the chicane on the opening lap. There's the 66 of Buckton. Mallard is in the 99, and that is some scenery, I guess, before we come back to the grid. There is the green flag. It is in hand. Buckton ready to put his foot on the gas, which he does now, and we're off away in racing. Mallard trying to go around the outside and get up the inside in towards turn number 1 was almost successful there. Buckton certainly gave him a little bit of room to do it. Buckton running slightly wide as they came through the long right-hander there. I think a bit of a shake of the head on the exit. Mallard, though, not able to capitalise at all as they now come it through the left and into the right. We've got watch out for David Mack. Of course, he qualified pole position earlier. And there he is in the number 16, trying to make a move on Harry Berryman, who did very well in the opening heat to move forward. So it's going to be an 8-lap race. The number 22 falls in just behind then. That's Jared Fox-Whiteley. Then we've got the number 20 of Catherine Potter. See how she can go this time. But the field still fairly bunched together here, David, as we come across the line to complete lap number 1. Yeah. 1 down, 7 to go.
Keep an eye out for Mallard. He proved in the first heat, although Buckton has put in a very impressive opening lap and the speed. But keep an eye out for Mallard. He's a driver that's not shy of an overtaking manoeuvre, especially early in a race. As some drivers prefer to wait a couple of times, but there's a move from Mack and Berryman as they change places again, and it's as you were with Berryman now back into 3rd place. But as we were saying before, Mallard, a couple of drivers will prefer to wait a few laps and feel it out. He will make moves early as Mack takes a wide line to try and open up an opportunity, and closes right up on the back there again of Berryman as they come onto the sweeping corners towards the start line. They're very close. Everybody else seems to be as you were from the previous lap, but these two, Mack is looking to make amends from a race that he's from the first heat where he started on pole and ended up finishing back in 4th. He's looking to come back there onto Berryman. That's very tight. Mallard not letting Buckton out of his sight at the front either.
I was going to say, we did have some changes. Maxima Shields has gone up to 8th. Bella Franklin has gone up to 9th. So that's dropped Ollie Poole down to 10th, although he is still class leader in the 160s. And there goes David Mack now down the inside. Oh, and a bit of contact. And is that race over for Harry Berryman? Berryman goes straight off. We'll have to try and get a replay of that. Mack dived down the inside. Berryman went to turn into the corner and just realised there was a car right in his way. So let's have another look at it. David, what did you make of this?
Well, Mack's clearly on the inside. I don't know how tight that was on the, in terms of how much space there was, but Mack was clearly on the inside there. Berryman with a late defend. And,
yes. There's contact warning for Mack.
Contact warning for Mack.
Do you think it was a case of Berryman tried to come over it as Berryman was trying to come over and defend? Perhaps
well, the line was there with Mack on the inside. I think you can't really see too much on the live stream how much he's gone over the inside of the curb on the inside there, which is quite flat until it gets to the bumpy bit. So if he's taken a bit of curb to take the position, then you can understand where the contact warnings come from. But on the live stream, certainly, which is all that we can really go on, he looked to have the inside line.
Well, it's certainly
on that one, and he has ended up in third place. I think Berryman is still moving, he's still circulating, he's back up to 11th.
Yeah, he's on the move, isn't he? As is Frankie Smedley, by the way. He's up 2 places to 9th on that last lap. But always great to get your assessment. Someone with experience racing around here. Now, this is a good little fight going on. We have on screen between the number 22 of Jared Fox-Whiteley and Catherine Potter. Catherine Potter surely is about to dive to the inside. Line was covered off, so she chooses the outside line instead. Can she get a good run out of this left-hander to get the run into the first corner? Head down for Catherine Potter. The pair, are they closing in on David Mack, I wonder? Don't think they are, actually. I think Mack is still setting pretty decent times. In terms of setting decent times, Mallard has gone quickest, and there's only 2/10 between himself and Buckton for the race lead, so we'll have
slightly wide there
we'll
by
have to pick that one up. And there it is. This is the battle for the lead. So Buckton, Mallard, right together now, David.
Yeah, so Mallard will be, there's 3 laps left, and Mallard will be looking to make a move at some point as he has a little look towards the inside there of Buckton. No invitation offered, and Buckton holds on to the lead and pulls out a little bit of a gap on the as they come through the little sweeping bit there, and I think he'll 4/10. I think they'll move down the side by side.
I was going to say Catherine Potter.
At this point, is Bella Franklin looking to go round the outside of Maximus Shields, I think there.
Yes,
and I think Potter's made a place on Fox-Whiteley.
Yes, she has. So that was done over the far end of the circuit, and as you picked up, Franklin has also gone up to 6th place with a good little move there. Had to take some curb on the way. And now Berryman is moving up even further. He's up to 9th place now. Giblet Lee is up to 11th. And then we have Gracie Mitchell up to 12th at the expense of Reece Penniston. But we're getting towards the last lap of the race here. And Buckton has just edged away from Mallard. 4/10 is the gap. But will that change when they come across the line? It's now 6/10, so I guess the battle for the lead is almost off here unless there's a big mistake from Buckton. What about the battle for 4th? Don't see that changing on this last lap, so probably the battle behind is the one to focus on between the likes of...
there's a move down the inside. That's Mallard on Buckton.
Well.
And they're side by side as now they go down the back straight. Buckton back on the inside. Buckton holds firm and he takes that one. Mallard straight in behind him. But Mallard now back on the inside. Mallard is your leader as they come into the last two into the complex of corners. Back marker in front of them. Will this may play anything? No, just around the corner. It looks like Mallard might just have this one. If he can negotiate the back marker. Sits down the inside. Mallard takes the win on the last lap. Buckton looked comfortable, as we spoke about earlier, but Mallard is your winner by almost 3/10 there. Superb final lap in the cadet race. Well, everything else is as you were over the line. And the only battle that we thought might be settled early was the one that provided us with the only change in position on the final lap.
Yeah, well, with 6/10, I thought Buckton had that one sealed, but Mallard clearly drove a stormer of a lap, and perhaps Buckton made a mistake somewhere along the way as well. But it's Mallard then who takes the win, and he certainly looked very pleased about it as well, so he should be. Fantastic driving from him. Buckton finishes in 2nd place, Mack in 3rd, then it is Potter, Fox-Whiteley, Franklin, Shields, Paul, your top 160, Berryman, and then we have Giblet Lee, Smedley, Mitchell, Penniston, Meek, Robinson, then it's Mentia and Fishburn in 17th, and I think you can even tell Mallard very, very pleased with that one. That driver, I don't think will be so pleased. Buckton, they're still giving himself a great chance going forwards. Mack there, I think guys just having a word with him about that move he made. seemed okay to me, but there was contact, of course. That's not something we want to see when the guys are out there racing. So I think just a brief word just to tell them to maybe just be aware of that next time. But there goes Fox, Whiteley, Franklin. And there's number 18 of Shields. But the two strokes are getting ready to come out as the cadets come over the scales. And then we'll be approaching our lunch break. I think after that we will have the senior pro karts, and then it will be into our lunch break, where the stream is going to keep going because we have some interviews to show you, and then we'll be back to call the third heat and final.